So those were just some of the letters, and I believe we have a couple of video messages that we're going to play right now.
Did you hear the story about the two men who were on a ship that sank and they swam to an island? They got to the island and there was nobody around, not a soul. One of the guys was highly anxious. He was very upset. He was thinking and talking and telling his buddy, we're going to die on this island. Nobody's ever going to find us. The other guy was more melancholy and stoic. He just kind of was relaxed, and he looked around and found some stuff that he could use to build a hammock, and he stretched it between two trees and laid down the hammock, swaying in the breeze. The other guy said, what are you doing, man? We're going to die here. Aren't you worried about that? I said, no problem. What do you mean no problem? We're on an island. Nobody can find us. The guy in the hammock said, well, the way I figure it is this. I'm a Christian. I'm a Lutheran Christian. I'm a member of St. Paul Lutheran Church in Boca Raton, Florida. The Lord has blessed me a lot. I make $10,000 a week. I tithe. Every Monday I go in and give my check to the church. If I don't show up next Monday, Pastor Glick is going to come find me. All right, so humor me now, okay? You remember the knock-knock things? Here we go. You respond. You know how to do this. I say, knock, knock. You say, who's there? Ready? Knock, knock. Who's there? Dennis. Dennis who? How quickly you forget. Well, dear friends in Christ, Dennis and Sally, this is your retirement. Terry and I send our love to both of you, along with our prayers that God's rich blessing will abound in your lives as He leads, guides, and directs you in the next chapter of your life and of your ministry. We love you and pray that God gives you many more years of health and happiness and service. God bless you both.
Well, Sally, I would direct my thoughts to you tonight. I know that your name was not on the call document, and yet you and Denny became a wonderful team together. No, your name was not on the call document when you would call to this congregation, but because you loved one another and you were such a team, you got him out there each and every day. You washed the shirts and always made him look good. And no, you weren't there preaching the sermons, but you were there sitting in the pew, sometimes being made fun of, an example was, as some of the pastors' wives are many times. But we love it. And you were the one who encouraged him at night when some of the members called and said, I need you, Pastor. She helped you get out the door. She was a patient person who, when you called and said, Hon, I can't be home, there's somebody that I need to talk to, put dinner off and either served it early in the afternoon or maybe everybody had macaroni and cheese by candlelight. You're a great gal, Sally. And when I think of you, this is the way I spell Sally. Special, awesome, loving, leading, yielding to her God, to her husband, and to this wonderful church that she and Denny have been called to. We love you, gal. Thanks.
Dr. Dennis Glick, congratulations for the tremendous ministry you've had at one of the key points in God's kingdom, I think anywhere on earth at the present time, certainly in eastern Florida. Congratulations on what you've accomplished in your entire ministry thus far, and especially here at St. Paul, Boca Raton. This is a great congregation that had great pastoral leadership all these years, due in such large part to the wonderful succession they had from Pastor Schuster on through Pastor Krug, Pastor Allersmeyer, and now certainly you as well. Thank you for capitalizing on all their great efforts in such a dramatic fashion. We appreciate the fact that you and your wife are going to continue active in the ministry of our church in a different fashion, but still, I hope, in the Florida-Georgia district so that your expertise can be shared by subsequent generations. Thank you for inviting me down here for your special commemorative year early in October, and may the rest of the year be filled with happiness and celebration, not only for the 50th anniversary of St. Paul, Boca Raton, but also in your own great milestone as you now retire from a ministry in which the Lord himself would tell you, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant."